talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell it to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMP. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. It's a gain of 35. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Nick Kwiatkowski.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
To Evans on the slant.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson. When you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders 16.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. With 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead it 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Raiders 0. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
That's caught at the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, 57 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger-bodied wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes them so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here. Got into the end zone. Thomas. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Down by Malik.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. They're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
At their own 5-yard.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. He's going to have the first down past the 20. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 64 yards on the ground.
64 yards. And a Las Vegas first down.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Here's Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Chuck Clark.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles around the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On second down and 4, Carr. His throw caught right around the 6.
Carr's pass.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Las Vegas.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. And that'll set him back 5. The situation changes a bit now. First and goal from back at the 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
The ball carrier.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here's Jacobs from the gun. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
That's good.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 69 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught at the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams, 61 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. You, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Ingram. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Ingram. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Check 43. Check 50. Check 50. Check hot route.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
But just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Offense set to get this drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Raiders 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Ravens.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Justin Tucker to kick.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
Number 28, Josh.
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
A gain of 33.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
29.
Shotgun now for Carr. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Jacobs now.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Brought him down.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
I got 83. We got this, fellas. Come on. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Throwing again. Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the 5-yard line.
42, Mike, 42. Not today, you are. Not today. 42's
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there, and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. A toss play left. There goes Mark Ingram. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Check the backer, check the backer. No.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
At the 49-yard line.
44, Mike, 44. I got it. Slam. He's checking. Crash.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Under 10, 10. 44 at the mic, 40. Hey, report. Watch the screen.
This is Ingram. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Check 4. No.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Ozzy. 36. Hey, report.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he finds Gronk. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down yardage on the 1st play of the drive. Give him 14.
Raiders.
Carr now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll give this one to Ingram to start things out. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
The tackle by
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Defense wins championships, baby. 44, Mike. Give me some. Here we go. Watch twins. Watch twins. 44.
Now it's Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
First and 10.
That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Carr. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second down and 5. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. They'll roll him out right. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. They run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's caught, it's Chris Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
22 more.
A good pickup there, a 22. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Justin Tucker lining
Well,
up.
it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Justin Tucker to kick
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
26 yards. And the Las Vegas first down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Score, Ravens 42, Raiders 35. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really Not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
The Raiders' 38-yard line.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that. I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that. Cause I ain't like it nothing. Yeah, yeah, and I hit that.
Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. But I can't hear when the crowd screams, still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the